So I welcome you everyone in this another part where we are going to discuss the AI integration in Microsoft Excel. So we are diving into one of the most exciting transformation in this Excel, artificial intelligence in Excel. So from automating tedious tasks to uncovering hidden insights, this AI is reshaping how business manage the data, right? We are closely using it and we are much familiar with using the chatbots nowadays. So AI is reshaping the business data, but with the great power comes great responsibility, especially when dealing with the confidential information. We are using chatbots for our purpose to solve the questions, to learn the things, but how to deal with the confidential data while you are using Excel. So I want to share you my experience in do's and don'ts with the AI tools. So why AI is in game changer in the Excel. So let's start with the big picture. So AI in Excel, it is a just powered tool like Microsoft 365. Okay, some of you might be using Microsoft 365 and Copilot is the official tool of Microsoft, and it is just not a fancy add-on. It's a productivity revolution. Okay, so this Copilot with Excel provide you all these features. Copilot or similar AI tools to use with Excel. The first is uh, it provide automated data cleaning. Automated data cleaning means AI can detect duplicates, fix the formatting issues, and standardize the entries in a second. Once you finish downloading, getting the data into Excel, and if you are using this add-on of Copilot, then it will identify the duplicate values, then it will identify the incorrect records in the table, and it will fix it within a second. Another feature what I like is smart suggestions. Okay, smart suggestions. So it recommends formulas, charts. The moment you start writing a function formula in Excel, the smart suggestion recommends you the formula with syntax, with the meaningful and correct cell addresses from the data table. Okay, so it is based on the data context, what data you are processing. One more feature is the natural language commands. Okay, so you can type just one context to Excel. Let's say if you write summarize sales by region, and you will see Excel will uh, do that with the heavy lifting for you. Simply writing that comment in Excel also will solve your problem. So that is a natural language command. Okay, it will take some time to get experience to write the natural language commands, but initially you can start with writing something like this: summarize the sales data by date or region or by zone based on the table. One more feature about this AI tool is real time insights. Okay, so AI identified trends, anomalies, and the patterns that would take hours to spot manually. So suppose the college data, attendance data, and requires the real-time attention with the present and absent candidates. So if you do that manually, you need to count or you need to identify those candidates whose presence is between this and this. You need to mark them, you need to then filter them. So that manual work takes time. Now it depends how much data you are processing. If the entire college data, let's say if you are processing and getting the insights, so you may spend a day to work on the attendance data and get the right insights. But use of the AI tools, the trend, the anomalies, the pattern, the way AI tool works. Okay, so it will simply easily give you entire insights within couple of minutes. One more is report generation using AI. Okay, so report generation needs a professional experience. Okay, so only Excel knowledge is not enough. So there you need to deep dive into the business policies, ethics, how exactly it works, how exactly it deals with the clients. So based on that, you need to think on the different summary tables to write the reports. And here also use of AI tool can create summarize visualizations and the key takeaways instantly. That is the power of the use of AI tools in the with the Microsoft Excel. But while we are using these AI tools heavily, we also need to take care of the things, what things to avoid, what things to still use them smartly. So the do's and don'ts simply are, so you always use company approved or the university approved AI tools. So coming days you will be a working professional, right? So make sure you will be using only the approved AI tools. Okay. How it is important, always using this use of AI features that are weighted by your IT department. One of the example is Microsoft Copilot. So it is designed with the enterprise grade security. So data is oil for all the businesses. So uh, we must be responsible to process the data with the AI tools, right? So the first respect is to the data and the use of the approved AI tools. They are the licensed one, and that's why I recommend to use only the company approved AI tools. Second is uh, you anonymize sensitive data. Okay, you always first prefer to anonymize your sensitive data before using the AI to analyze the personal and confidential information. You always replace the name, the confidential IDs, okay, like PRN numbers, mobile numbers, replace them with the pseudonyms or the codes. You can try a mock version of your data to process it with the AI tools. Directly don't use the data with the AI because these AI tools are uh, uh, they are getting information, they are collecting the information throughout the world and they are in background processing it for getting the better results. So that might cause leak of your data to some other people. So always use the mock data before you process the sensitive information. And then one more is the audit AI outputs. Okay. So always you review the AI generated insights or the reports and human oversight is essential to ensure accuracy and the context. We cannot directly or blindly trust the output the AI is generating. We also need to take efforts to validate whether the output AI generated is the right one or not. Okay, so that I just wanted to highlight. One more point is you also educate, uh, including you also educate your team in using the AI tool. Whenever you are using the AI tool, okay, so you make sure everyone understands how AI works and what data is safe to use. So training is simply a key responsible in the adoption. That's why these are the do's while you are using the AI tools. Of course, there are don'ts. So the don'ts means don't upload confidential data to public AI tools. So you never paste sensitive data into public chatbots or third party plugins unless they are approved by your organization, approved by your IT department. Okay. Data is literally, it is very much important to business. So every single information you always treat as a important to the business. So you make sure that you will be not sharing confidential data to the public AI tools. See, Excel is keeping lots of data, right? So this is how it is important to understand before we go ahead and use the AI tools. I closely worked with the confidential data with the MNCs, and I also educated the people in the team to how to and how not to process the data in or with the AI tools. Okay. One more is the, you also don't assume AI is always right. This is also a thing to get in attention. AI can misinterpret the context or make flawed assumptions. So just I said that blind trust is risky. So always don't assume that AI is right. One more is the, don't skip data governance policies, data governance policies. Okay, data governance means what? Let's say AI doesn't exempt you from compliance. So you always follow your organization data handling the protocols. So whenever you are processing data, then of course the guidelines will be shared with you. What are the things you will be working on and how you will be working on. So always follow them strictly. One more thing is about sharing of AI outputs without a review. This is also, this also will bring you in a challenge. Okay, so AI generated reports, they may contain errors or mispresentations. So you must validate before you sharing them externally with some clients, stakeholders, somebody else. Okay, now in Excel, I will be also showing you how we can make use of these things with the Copilot. So I'm sure that you all will be using Copilot for a long. Okay, just for a poll, anybody here, you can please thumbs up if you don't know Copilot. You can thumbs up or you can put a chat note if you don't know Copilot or how to use Copilot. Maybe you not used, but at least you heard about the Copilot, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, or what else? Gemini is there, right? Um, Perplexity nowadays, that is also one AI people started using. So these are all the AI tools. They help you learn and study fast. They also solve your problems quickly. So now the thing is, why we are learning the Excel, the main reason I will tell you, this is the future of business data management. That's why you are using Excel heavily. So AI in Excel is more than a tool, right? So it's a strategic asset. And here is how it is transforming the business data into the management. Uh, the the AI tools, they give you speed and efficiency. Okay, in the businesses. So the task that took hours, now it takes minutes. That is the speed and efficiency of using AI tools in the business. AI tools also give you scalability. Okay, AI handles massive data sets effortlessly, and the decisions that AI give you, okay, it empowers the team with the real-time insights for quick and smarter decisions. Next is the accessibility. When you are working closely with the AI tools, so the non-technical user also can perform advanced analysis skills using the natural language. you already experienced it in the past couple of months. Okay, so if you're using it in your work, so as AI just continuing to evolve, Excel becomes not just a spreadsheet tool, but a platform for innovation, strategy as well as a growth. Okay, so see, uh, AI will help you in learning Excel smartly. Now, it is a powerful tool, and uh, keep a thing in a mind. You don't must be using it wisely. You also respect confidentiality. You first follow the best practices and embrace the future of data management. Okay, so the business that do this well won't just keep up. Okay, they will be leading it. That's why data is the first priority. Now to start with, I will be here now exploring you this transformation with the practical steps. Okay, because learning by doing is the great way of understanding the things. So one of the best way to master in Excel is by working with the mock data. Okay, so here I will be showing you how to design the mock tables that will simulate the real world scenarios. And we must thanks to AI that we no need to hunt for sample files anymore. Okay, right? We need to simply write a prompt, and AI will generate this for you, the realistic data set for us. Okay, so if you are using laptop, then along with me you also can try. You use the AI Copilot. So here you can see the Copilot AI tool is there. If it is not, then you open Edge browser, and in Edge browser at the right top corner you will see a Copilot icon, and there also you can write it down. So let me explain you writing a prompt. So prompt means what? Prompt means the language that AI understand quickly. Okay, that is called as a prompt. So why we write a prompt? So to generate a mock data for Excel, okay, practicing formulas, functions, testing the dashboards or pivot tables, for learning the data cleaning or formatting, simulating business scenarios like sales, the HR records, or the inventory records. So by writing a clear prompt, you can create a custom data set tailored to your learning goals. That's why we write a prompt. But writing prompts also, it requires experience. Okay, if you are fresh to start, initially just you couple of days back just started writing or using the Copilot, then don't use it like googling the things. Okay, you need to learn writing the prompts. It may take 15-20 days of learning, but prompts are important to the clean and correct prompts are important to generate the results for you, especially with the steps. So whenever you are starting with, especially I will be teaching you in the Excel perspective, you always specify a context. Okay, what kind of data do you want? Whether you want the sales data, whether you want the employee records, whether you want the student records, the inventory sales records. So you must specify the context. Second, you mention the columns. You list down what are the fields you want in the table. Like you want the date table, date column, serial number, or the product name, quantity, revenue. What exactly you want? Okay. Then you define the volume. Volume means how much data you want. Okay. That also you specify. Let's say I want 50 rows for the table. So I need to tell in upfront to Copilot that I want these many rows, these many columns in my Excel table. Also, let me explain you in advance what you avoid while you're writing the prompts. So don't be vague. Okay, you give somebody they may try it that they just start with give me some data. So that's an anonymous thing. The generic way, Copilot and the most of the AI tools, they will predict it and interpret it differently. Okay, they will not understand your ask. So don't be veg. So don't forget the purpose. Always think about what you want to practice and don't ask for sensitive or real personal data. Okay. AI tools will derive that. So let me give you an example here. Let's say this is how professionally I ask. Excel data generation, you also can try with me. You can try the same prompt just to practice. So I'll be asking Copilot as Excel mock data table subject. The subject is sales data table. Next line I write generate. Okay, let's say this way I write prompt generate a mock Excel table with 20 rows showing monthly sales. And to move to next line, okay, press shift enter, because if you hit enter then the prompt will get submit. Okay, to continue to next line you press shift enter, right? Sales data for a retail store. See, this is a clear ask to Copilot. Now I'll write include columns for date. I also specify the format I want to, or the range I want to get, December 2024. So see, this clarity is important. Otherwise AI tool may consider any else date from 2025 2023. Okay, I'm clear. Then I write product name, and I also specify that 5 categories for the product, maximum 5. Next is the unit cost. Next is the units sold. And one more, let's say if I add total revenue generated. Okay, now I hit enter. Let's see what happens. Generate mock sales data table for store. Okay, now what it is saying is um, done and dusted. I have created a mock table. It is here. I download and fantastic. The data I received in the format of Excel itself. If I asked you to write those number of rows, columns into the table, you might have been taking 10-15 minutes to noting the records down into the Excel. Okay, simple. This is how you can write a prompt in Excel. Now I will be offering you 5-10 minutes of time to try this prompt first at your side. I'll be keeping it on my screen. Okay, just 5 lines. Write it down and see whether you are getting the kind of same result or not. So whether you are preparing for a job, building a report, or just curious for mock data, is your just a playground. Okay, you can make it learning Excel, um, but not the fun. So let's go ahead. Now the data, how we can generate a data, the guide I given to you. Now based on the data, we can start learning different functions and formulas in Excel. Now let me explain you the different categories, functions and formulas in Excel. I save this file in the weekwise folder. Now let's learn Excel functions. So there are different categories of Excel functions. First is basic functions. Next is date functions. Next, count functions. logical functions, lookup functions, error handling functions, validation functions. One more is text functions. Then is financial functions. Again, many more are there. Okay, first we'll cover all these categories. Basic functions, they include sum, average, mean, and max. Sum function used to calculate and show total of selected cells. Used to get mean value from selected number of cells. MIN used to print minimum and maximum value from selected cell. Used to, okay, so max function is to print maximum value from selected cells. Date functions are there. They are today, now, year, month, day, time, hour, minute, second, and a text function. Today function used to show only system date, used to show system date and time. Separate year from selected date. Separate month number from selected date. Uh, Please be on a mute. There is a background noise. Separate day from day number from selected date. So somebody is not on a mute. Please check. Separate. This is to write Excel, to write time in Excel 24 hours format. To separate hours from selected time. This is to separate minute part from selected time. Second means to separate seconds from selected time. And text function to format, to change format of currency date to any other format. Okay, so they are the date functions. Text functions are upper, lower, proper, lane, trim, substitute, left, right, and mid. Then is the find, search. Actually, there are many more. Concat, concat and concatenate and text join. Okay, so a lot of functions are there in the text category. Next, upper function means to convert selected cell value to uppercase. Similarly, lower function to convert the selected cell text to lowercase. To write or to convert selected cell value to sentence case. Len means to get total number of characters. In selected cell. Trim function to remove extra spaces in the selected cell text. Substitute is mean to replace a selected character from a cell with any other character. Left means to get first n characters from selected cells. Right means to get last n characters from selected cells. Mid to get number of characters from the position find to find and print character position in selected cell text. Search also does the same to search whether the value exists in selected cell text or not. Concatenate to combine uh, number of cells into one. Same. Text join also does the same. Followed by delimiter. Okay. So lots of functions, list of functions are here. Count functions are there. They are count, count if, count a, count blank, count if yes, and wildcards in count function. Logical functions, if, and, or, max if yes, sum if yes, average if yes. So they are different functions. Lookup functions are VLOOKUP, H lookup, X lookup, index match. Error handling functions are if na, if error. Okay. Validation functions, they are actually to check whether the value you are entering in the cell is matching the pattern of a data or not. So that I will discuss separately, but it is called as a regex, regular expression. Financial functions, they are FV, PV, PMT, IPMT, PPMT. So they are functions here. So list of functions, and for now I will be starting discussing with you on sum, average, min, max, those all functions. So on desktop week 1, I actually created one more file, practice. So here I save my file as file, this is Excel advanced functions list. Okay, now let's discuss functions. So here is a first case, basic functions, Excel example 1. So see, uh, X, Y, Z. They are the three just labels to the columns with random numbers, and three different ways you can write a sum function. One is you write is equal to sum, select first cell, comma, second cell, comma, third cell. So comma separated cells also you will get a sum. Otherwise you can select the entire range. Still you will get the sum. Otherwise you will get the different range. Let's say the first two cells, the last four cells, the next two cell groups, that also makes a sum. Okay, all three are the syntax to get the sum. And the syntax I followed is equal to, then write sum, and in the bracket you provide cell address or the cell range. Okay, example 2 is number 1 column has some numbers, number 2 also has some numbers, and number 3 again some numbers. And the ask is sum of category num1 and num2 to be subtracted from sum of category num3. Okay, the first two columns addition, subtract from last. I write like this, sum of num3 minus sum of num1 comma range num2 minus 93. Simple ask. Next is the average function. So average I want to calculate for three different subjects, and like some function you can get the average as first cell comma second cell comma third cell, that will print average from three cells. Or simply you drag the cell range like this, That also will give you the average marks, right? Previously, I'm just guessing you might have used all these four functions. Okay, I'll be just showing you once again. Now here is the syntax to get the mean and max. So in 2015, there is a score for a different player. Same for 2016 and 17. So if you write is equal to mean, select the cell address, you will get the minimum. Or like some function also, you can put comma separated range. You can use a range, cell range. And to autofill the previous cell value, you also can use a shortcut button, Control D. Control D will match the previous cell formula. Same for max. Okay. Now here also I use Control D. D stands you are repeating the previous cell value. Got it? So in this file, I just tried explaining you some average, mean and max. The first four functions. So the best method of learning Excel is balancing the theory with the practical implementation. So the things I noted down here, I strongly recommend you all to write them down in your notebook as well. Okay. And the Excel assignment, these two, in case studies, the three tables, and the next, uh, the two assignments, PDF files, I uploaded in the Google Drive link. So everyone you try them, you apply, you try them, the two assignments, okay, practice them, and balancing this practical with the theoretical discussion will make this session interactive, and um, you will be gaining the things sequentially consistently. Okay, I'll be keeping here some space for you to practice those files. I want you to complete the three tables in the assignment 1, Excel assignment 1. Okay, make those calculations and then we will go ahead. Okay, so could you please find the files in the week 1? So they are the files here. Case studies, PDF notes, they are all the files. So along with all those files, inside the case studies only, I will be keeping Excel assignment 1 and assignment 2. In Excel, I will be discussing another category of Excel function, that is a date function. Now here I'll open a one file. The first function is now. If you write is equal to now, open and close the bracket, then Microsoft Excel prints the date as well as time. Next is a today as a function. If you write is equal to today, then the today function prints system date, only system date. Today is 7th September, so it is 7th September. One more function is year. So year function separates year from the selected date. So I here select a date and see it separates year from selected date. Then is month is equal to month in bracket. If you select date, then it prints month part from selected date. Okay. Year month, then is a day. If you write is equal to day, then it separates a day part from selected date. So this is how you can work with the date functions. I explain once again, easy to use, no function arguments. Write is equal to spell now, open and close the bracket, and that prints Excel date and the time. Is equal to today will print only system date. In year function, you share a date so that Excel can separate year for the date. So the year is 2025. To separate month, write a function name as is equal to month, and in the bracket you share the date, right? Next is a day function, is equal to day, and in the bracket you put a month complete date, so Excel separates a day number for you. Time is a function, and time function used to write 24 hours format time in Excel. So suppose 18 comma 30 comma 45, that means it is 6:30 p.m. Okay, there is a one more function called hours. So write is equal to hour, select a time, and Excel separates the hour from the selected time. Same for minute, syntax is same. And next is second, is equal to second, in bracket select a time. Now see, I separate hours, minutes and seconds from the selected time. Okay, the format you follow is 24 hours clock. The first you put as hour, second you write as minute, and third is the second. To separate seconds, you write is equal to second. To separate hours, you write is equal to hours. And to separate minutes, you write is equal to minutes. There is a one more interesting function called text function. So text function is used to format a date. Suppose here is a date, today's date. Control semicolon is a shortcut to print a date. Now D, 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 M, 2 times mm, 3 times mm, and 4 times mm. This way you can separate the or get the month. Next is YY and 4 times YY. Now if you write is equal to text in bracket, that date comma double quotes just D. I repeat, is equal to text in bracket you write a date and write a delimiter or a format as a D that prints only 7. That means a day number. Okay, I put 2 times D, 07. MM. Single M will print single digit month number. Double M will print two digit month number. Triple M will print month abbreviation. And 4 times M will print complete spelling of the month. Then if you write 2 times YY, then it will print last two digits from the year. And 4 times YY will print complete year. So if you put like this, 4 times DD comma 4 times YY, okay, is equal to text 4 times 2 times DD and 4 times YY. That prints September 7, 2025, right? So please thumbs up if you are clear with this function, or else I am happy to repeat the discussion. Okay, so the functions are here to work with the dates. And see, in Excel it is not important that how many functions you are learning. Okay, don't count them. Better it is important uh, at the problem while you are working in Excel to solve that particular problem. uh, you if you are recalling the correct function at that time with syntax, okay, then that makes you pro in Excel. Okay, so recalling that function at the right place is important. So currently we are following the syntax part, but in the part of session I will be taking application use cases of those functions. Okay, so I will be asking you questions also. So attend my session with a concentration and a focus, so you can able to answer my questions in some part of program. Now here, uh, based on the discussion of date functions, so here is a one app we are going to solve. We provided here a date of birth 08 August 1997 and asked you to find age of a person. Okay, here is a question. So now tell me, what formula you will write to get age of a person. I'll give you some options. Is this right? If I write today minus F1, or if I write year in bracket today minus year in bracket date of birth, or is equal to age in bracket F1. So in the chat box you reply your answer. Which answer you think is right? You are guessing the answers. This is option A, this is option B, this is option C. Yes, any guesses? Which one is correct? A, B, or C? What do you think? You can use meeting chat or WhatsApp to reply your guess. So I will be revealing the answer. B is correct. Okay. The answer B is correct. I write is equal to year in bracket today. So the value today share you the current date and year will separate year from that date. That is 2025. And in another function, I share a date of birth. So 2025 minus 1997. Excel results that as in the format of date. Actually, the answer is 28. See that appearing as a 28 Jan 00. Because whenever you are making date calculations, the format, the property of cell becomes date. Change this to general, so you will get your answer. So the answer is 28. Now if you change it to 96, it becomes 29, right? This is date age calculation. Another is date addition. So here is provided first date. Here is provided a date and number of days. Suppose the today's date, if I write 10, so what is the next date? Is equal to first date plus 10. It returns the next date. So in Excel, whenever you are appending, you are adding a days, then that returns you the new date. Next is the date difference. First date, second date, difference. So first date is 1st September. Second date is today's date. So if you write second date minus first date, then that returns the value as 6. The difference between date is 6. Okay. So here are the calculations I tried explain to you about the date functions. So the date functions are today, now, year, month, day, time, hour, minute, second, text. There are again some more functions, but everything in a one go. Uh, I I want to explain in detail. So uh, I'll be teaching the advanced data functions separately, not only the date, but there are some advanced functions also in the date category, text category, count category, error handling category. So in the advanced data function, there is a function called EO month, net work days, weekdays. Okay, so the functions are there. We will discuss them separately. In this part, I completed explaining you how to smartly work with the AI tools, writing your prompts, then working with the sum, average, min, max functions and the date functions. Now take a close look over the formats of the different dates. To change the format of a date, I used here text function. and I tried different formats, putting single digit date, double digit date, single digit month number, double digit month number, month abbreviation, and a complete spelling of a month. So this way, you need to also write, run those functions in Excel. Okay, so don't miss any single practical part of Excel. Whatever the content I'll be writing down in front of you, sharing my screen, same you also try them, write them, create a file with your own. Okay, learn in this way. So follow the methods and assignments as well. I save this file for you. I'll be sharing this on the same drive. Okay, so desktop practice. I name this file as file 2 date functions explanation.